So this part we will cover JavaScript data types. So JavaScript provides different data types to hold different types of values. There are two types of data types in JavaScript. Then JavaScript is a dynamic type language, means you don't need to specify types of variable because it is dynamically used by JavaScript engine. So talking about primitive data type and non-primitive. So primitive data types, very simple. The data types provided by JavaScript language are known as primitive data types. So here we can see string, example hello, hello world, number 100, 200, then boolean true or false, undefined that is undefined value, null that is no value at all, symbol unique identifiers. We will see the example of all these types one by one. Now non-primitive that is reference data type. The data types that are derived from primitive data type of the JavaScript language are known as non-primitive data type. So these are derived from these primitive data types. So let's go to the example of them one by one. Let me refresh the page. Okay. So let's start with the string data type. So for string, let's say where x equals to Neha. Right. Now let me print x. So this is the string data type. So there is no difference between this double quotes and single quotes, right? But there is a extra functionality provided using the backtick that help us so that we can embed variables inside these strings. I'll show you how. If I want to write, okay, hello, let's say x, right? Okay, so this is the string part, right, within this backtick, and here I want to use this variable inside it using dollar and this braces. Now this exclamation, these are string part. Let me run it. I can see hello Neha, right? So this is about string. Now going to the number. The number type in JavaScript contain both integer and floating point numbers. Besides these numbers, we also have some special numbers in JavaScript that are infinity, minus infinity, and null. Infinity basically represent the mathematical like question mark, that is, and the nan denotes a computational error. Let me show you that. Let num equals to 1. Then let's talking about the floating point. Let number 1 equals to 3.6. Then about nan number 2 equals to, if I'll do x, I haven't defined x, so let me check. If I'll divide it by 2, and if I'll console this value, let me print number 2. So I can see the nan value, right? It is some special number again, it is coming there. Whenever it comes, it denotes a computational error, right? I tried to divide a string by a number. Now going to infinity, if I'll do here infinity, let me print infinity. Okay. Now coming to the Boolean part. Let test flag equals to true. So if to test flag console.log test flag. So I can see if the value is true. Now if it is like negation of test false, then only it will print. Okay, so it will become false this time, negation of this, and it won't print this value, right? Okay, now coming to null. So let age equals to, if I'll provide it null age, it will give me null. This is a special null value that does not belong to any of the default data types. It forms a separate type of its own which contains only the null value. This value doesn't exist. Okay. Now the null data type basically defines a special value that represents nothing, empty, or value unknown. Okay, talking about undefined, let x, if I'll do console.log, my bad, so it will give me undefined. So undefined, just like null, undefined make its own type. The meaning of undefined is value is not yet assigned to this variable. Now coming to symbol, so let symbol1, symbol test, let symbol2 equals to symbol test, right? And if I'll do this console.log symbol1 equals to symbol2, I can see it's false. Because symbols are new primitive built-in object type introduced in ES6, symbols returns unique identifier that can be used to add unique property key to an object that won't collide with key of any other. This won't collide with the key of any other code that might add to the object. Okay, they are used as an object properties that cannot be recreated. Okay, just remember they cannot be recreated. It basically helps us to enable encapsulation and information hiding. So each time symbol this method is used to create a new global symbol. Okay, this and this symbol won't be the same. So now coming to the non-primitive data types. Let me clear the screen out. These are object in arrays. So JavaScript objects are fundamental data structures used to store collection of data. They consist of key, remember key value pair, and can be created using curly braces or the new keyword. Understanding object is a crucial as everything in JavaScript essentially an object. Okay, so let's go to the object creation. let person equals to new object. I'm creating the object using new. Okay, this is the one way of creation, and the other is simple JavaScript object creation thing is like using curly braces. That is, let's say name. Name I'll put Neha. Country put India. Okay, this is about the object, and for array I'll put it here object, and for array it's you can create constant because this reference variable won't change, its value would be update, so you can always create array with constant. Then SABB, then Volvo, BMW. Okay, so this is all about primitive and non-primitive. Hope you understood this topic because this is a very like building blocks of JavaScript because this is a data type and we are going to use this every time object then array to fulfill the requirement of our project. So try to understand and how to leverage all these data types.